Well, if you've made it this far in the course, congratulations. This is our final chapter and one of the most important chapters. This chapter deals with scales. And in addition to scales, we're also going to cover alternate picking. So we've covered alternate strumming, up and down strokes when you're strumming chords. Alternate picking is the same concept, up and down strokes, but it's on for single notes as opposed to chords. So we're going to cover both of those things in this chapter. Now, regarding scales, scales are very overwhelming in the beginning. If you do a Google search for scales, or if you have a reference book, you're going to see, hundreds of different types of scales. There'll be pentatonic scales and major scales and minor scales and blues scales, and where do you begin with all of it? Well, the reality is there's really only two scales that you should kind of concern yourself with, especially in the beginning, because you'll be able to play just about anything and along with just about anyone with these two scales. And so this is kind of my approach to when I am playing, improvisation along with in a band situation, or just playing along with the radio or whatever. I've noticed that there's really those two scales. You can pull just about anything you want out of them. So, and the other kind of nice thing is, or convenient thing is, those two scales have a very similar shape. I mean, the shape, there's a few variations between the two, but there's really kind of one shape that you need to learn, and you can kind of learn it all from that. So anyway, I'm going to break that down into more detail, and hopefully from that you'll have all the fundamentals you need to be able to go out there and play, and to improv in a band or a jam situation, or to write your own music, or to understand what's going on when you listen to artists like Jimi Hendrix or Jimmy Page or whoever. You'll be able to understand where they're getting that stuff from, and you find out that there are rules in music. So it's not that, yes, they're creating their own licks and whatnot, but those licks are all based on a scale. So we're going to cover the two scales. We got the blues scale, that kind of thing, and we've got the major scale, which is do, re, mi, that kind of thing. So let's get started with the blues scale.